I know, but
You can book an appointment. It'll go faster.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody.
Trouble?
Oh, no, I think I'm screwing this up because I can hear myself now. This is going to suck. All right. Seems like Al should be the one to do the streaming all the time, but it's happening. So welcome back to Crush Plays D&D tonight with Brooke, Jordan, Christine, Dan. Al, unfortunately, cannot be with us. And we're going to pick up really quick from where we left off because we're running a little late. So we're going to start tonight with Christine, who was not with us last time because everybody had a little dream. And this is what happens when Christine falls asleep.
Glonda.
Well,
or actually, maybe no. This is Christine. We've added a new character named Christine.
Oh no, this is becoming
She's
weird.
a Lebanese Canadian government employee.
Oh gosh, shut up! Don't tell anybody.
So you awaken in a very comfortable bed. Glonda does, and you look around and you see just clothes everywhere, and you recognize them as clothes that you own. These are performance clothes, a vast wardrobe, but they seem to be in a state of disarray, like you have tossed them somewhere. And the whole room appears to be a very high-end hotel room. And you have a feeling like this is both strange because you don't recognize it, but also it feels familiar. And you are just getting your senses. The sun, you were woken because the sun has streamed through the window and has hit your eyes, and you realize that it's day. And the door bursts open, and in comes a very floridly dressed attendant who says, Miss Glonda, we must get you ready for your performance tonight. And immediately starts fluttering around, casting for the right clothing that you should be dressed in. And you have a sense that you could do anything. What would you like to do?
As I'm asleep?
You are no longer asleep.
I've woken up and now I'm on the boat.
No, you are in this very comfortable bed in a room you don't recognize.
Oh. Okay. All right. Kindly remind me which show I'm performing again. I had quite a lot of ale last night.
This attendant looks over at you, disbelieving, and says, "You're kidding, right? This is Greyhawk. This is the show. We have been practicing for this for months. How much did you drink last night?"
A lady never tells.
Immediately putting different types of doublets against you and saying, "No, the red one won't do. We must use the purple. The purple, definitely, with the gold trim. That would work, wouldn't it?"
Yes. How was the show last night? Was I excellent?
Oh, you weren't playing here last night. We were down the street in Hoppeton.
I'm on tour then, it seems.
Oh, this tour's been going on forever. I don't know if you want to see the receipts, but we're rolling in it. They love you. They absolutely love you.
Oh my God, how can they not? Well, that's fun. Okay, where should we go? When's call time? Where are my friends? Are my friends coming?
I don't know. I'm sure that you issued invitations, but I don't know whether they are coming. Anyway, let's go. She definitely flurries you into a state, and the rest of the day appears to be a whirlwind of going through a city that you've heard of but never actually been to. It is a marvel of medieval modernity. It is large castle walls and just filled with merchants, and people from all corners of the globe have converged on this place. And everywhere you walk, people recognize you, and they do that thing of, "Is that really Glonda Thrasm? Yeah, I'm going to tell my grandkids about this." And people come up to you and they like, "Can I have your autograph? Can I have your autograph?"
Oh my
Sheepishly.
Gosh. I'm going to say, "Watch this." I'm going to turn to the nearest castle wall and I'm going to do a stone cutting check.
Well, it's never too early for a stone cutting check, so you should definitely roll that.
All right. Wouldn't be a dream come true without it. Oh yeah, this is going to be good.
Good.
Oh yeah.
So you touch that wall and it feels super solid. like part of you kind of knows that this is strange. This is very, not what you recall. You don't remember the sequence of events that brought you here. But this feels super real. The architecture of this wall is very old, and it's also very sturdy. Definitely dwarven built.
Is my assistant a dwarf?
Your assistant is an elf.
An elf. Okay.
And continues to encourage you on towards a great interior castle leading up a hill. And the crowd only gathers as you continue to go up. And what seems to be hours pass until eventually our scene shifts to a large interior court, which is populated by nobles from far and wide. And as you enter, there is a great round of applause, and again the tittering and whispering of everyone. It's Klanda Thrasm's here. She's gonna do her thing. It's amazing. Can't believe I'm here. Finally, this is amazing. And everyone is just waiting for you to do whatever you're gonna do. And there's a little stage that's been set up. Your audience is around 150 extremely expensively dressed nobles of all different ethnicities and origins in attendance.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
What do you perform?
Oh my gosh, how can I not whip out? Oh, wait. Oh, no, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use my little... okay, I brought out something special for this performance. So I have my trusty little oboe that I have in my belt pouch, but I've also got my little ukulele on my back. So I'm going to do kind of like a solo, whip it, grab the next one, play, sing.
Like Bert
kind of.
in Mary Poppins.
Exactly, yeah. So I've got some cymbals on my knees. Yeah.
Amazing. Let's have you roll your performance.
Don't mind if I do. Uh, 24.
24. You, if you don't say so yourself, knock it out of the park. It is...
Then safe to say I have some sparklers as well.
Yeah. You don't even need them. They just seem to come, out there normally. It is an amazing evening. You've never been in such stride. You've never felt quite so in command. And you have this audience in the palm of your hand. Your elven assistant's tears are coming down her cheek from, the sense of you have finally made it to the top. And yeah, everybody is they're eating out of your hand. You do like 3 encores and coins shower onto the stage of all different denominations. It's been an amazing evening, which moves into a party where all throughout people are coming up to you and they're surrounding you, patting their hands to you, or not penetrating that aura of celebrity that you've got. And in the distance, you also see your parents are here. And
oh my God, they came.
Your father has his hat in his hand and is looking like he's just can't really make sense of what he's seen here, but he's looking around at all the people that are regarding you so highly, and the single tear is falling down his cheek. And your mother, of course, is just amazed at what you've accomplished.
Oh, Andrew, I'm gonna hate you. This is so nice.
What are their names? What are your parents' names?
Oh, it's Momda and Dadda.
Perfect. So
Momda and Dabna.
So they're sort of coming over, and they stop on their way over and talk to somebody that you hadn't noticed up till now. It is somebody who is about 8 foot tall, wearing some pretty amazing laminated armor, ebon skin, horns sticking out of his head. and he starts chatting them up as if he's not standing out of place at all. And they gush a little bit, and they point over to you, and he looks over to you, and he also gives you a nod like, yeah, this is all the way it's supposed to be. And whether you have seen him or have had Nimmeralian describe him up to this point, this is unquestionably the demon Grazit.
Okay. Okay. Is this an illusion?
It feels pretty real. The ground beneath your feet, the hubbub of the people around you, all the things they're saying.
And I know who Jojan, Geron, Nimmeralian, Tergar, and Norman are still. Like, it's not like this is a different universe.
You are completely aware of them. They are not here right now, it seems.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Does Grazit say anything to me? Is he just standing?
He's about 20 feet away from you at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna approach him.
People move out of your way as you go. And Grazit is in the middle of a hearty handshake with your father as you arrive.
Interesting. In this scenario, do I know Grazit is Grazit? And does he know that I know that he is Grazit?
I'm not sure how to answer that question, other than that's what you see.
Okay.
You have
have I ever been introduced to him before in this?
Oh, in this construct? No.
Okay. Dad, would you mind introducing me to your friend?
And your dad comes over to you and he says, "Oh, Glanda, but before that, I need to say, I've been wrong these many years. I don't know why I thought you needed to follow our path when you clearly arrived. I'm so ashamed of the things I said to you before you left. I just want you to know that. I'm so proud of you, my little girl."
Oh, thanks, Dad. You
As
should have seen me out there. I was reading all those stones so good.
And he gets a little confused look on his face and says, as for him, sir, I don't think I did get your name. And Grazit looks over to you and says, No, that's quite all right, my good man. I didn't offer it, but I know Miss Thrasm very well. It is a pleasure to see you here, my dear.
The pleasure is mine. Pray tell, what are you up to for the rest of the evening?
Oh, I just thought I'd stand around and enjoy this amazing do celebrating your success. I'm so glad that I was able to be a part of it.
The pleasure is mine.
Tell me, do you have plans after the tour is done?
I was going to try and reconnect with my best pal, Nimmeralian. See how she's doing, if there's still tension between her and Jojan Geron. Maybe go grab a beer with my good old buddy Norman. See if Tergar is willing to open up emotionally.
I'm sure all of those things would definitely happen. I was wondering if perhaps we might come to an arrangement, you and I. These encounters make me realize that I am a bit out of step with the culture of this world. You see, being a demon, you have a bit of a strong countenance. You need to project power all the time.
That must be exhausting.
So very weird.
Maybe you can take a break.
Well, I have considered changing things up, and I thought there would be no one so plugged in as yourself that could perhaps offer me some assistance in this.
How do you want to change things up?
Well, I believe it's a matter of style, of accoutrement, of turn of phrase. I need a touchstone to this plane, someone who knows the ways of this world, someone I could rely on to tell me when I am out of step.
Mm-hmm. What does that literally look like?
Well, you would be an advisor of sorts. You would be someone that I depend on to know whether I am doing the right thing. For you see, I very much want to do the right thing. I've spent a long time doing not that.
Okay. Okay. Damn, I really wish I could talk to my friends right now. Okay. Are we turning a new leaf? Are we gonna become a good demon? Are we no longer going to possess people and create these weird orgy islands? Are we going to maybe let people live their lives comfortably and peacefully?
Well,
And
my intention has always been to better the lives of your world. I admit that in the past my ambitions have been very self-centered. I have been a creature of extremes. But I've had many years in solitude to consider my actions and how they have impacted upon the notions of your world. And
you went to jail?
Yes, very much so. I believe I will be leaving soon, and when I do, I am looking for guidance as to how I can be properly directed, for I am still a creature of great power.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'll do my best.
you may think of it. We will meet again.
I'm sure we will.
And with that, the images around you seem to fade into a bit of a smoke, and you wake up aboard the ship. You smell the scent of the sea. You feel the rocking of the boat. And nearby, your friends are also... Well, I think you're probably bunking with Nimralian at this point.
And we were probably already, the rest of us, chatting about our dreams when she wakes up, I think, because that's
Very
kind of what
likely.
we had been doing. So just
Yeah,
going,
so let's try picking up in media res then, shall we?
great.
I love it.
Excellent.
So I think that Grazit's a good guy.
No, you can't.
He
That's
told
not
me in his dream
fair.
he was reforming his way. I think I believe him.
I don't know.
No, just because he was nice to
Glanda's
you
way.
does not mean that all of a sudden.
guys, I was rich and famous, and I was having a fancy hotel and an assistant, and you would have been so jealous. I sold out the opera house, and my parents were there, and they were so proud of me, and I cried. And Graza was there, and he offered me an advisor role to work for him because he wants to be a good guy. But then I was also like, I'm gonna be on tour.
Did you take his offer? Glanda? Glanda, this is the demon that's currently leaving sores upon all of our various crewmen and literally killed people and then lived within their creepy corpses.
Yeah, but he said he's learned his lesson.
Yeah, I agree with Glanda.
God.
Why? Did you guys all have dreams?
Yeah,
we all had dreams where
similar
Grazit
dreams,
showed us
Glanda.
our most perfect worlds, but I'm an exceptional lucid dreamer and caught on very quickly. And no, he's just trying to get to us. He's tried it one way and now he's trying another.
Yeah, but
I told him to get stuffed, and I also told him I was going to kill him. So mine didn't end off very.
I also told him to get stuffed, but in the back of my mind, I was thinking, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe, but for all intents and purposes, he thinks that I told him to get stuffed.
He has not shown us with his actions.
He
has only said words.
He has asked if I would help him in an advisor role, to which I think I can help as like a double agent.
No, if he is out of his,
we're done.
What's it called? The thing.
The ziggurat.
The ziggurat. Then all hope is lost, and he has completely taken over this earth. We can't allow him to leave the ziggurat.
Nima, to be fair, an advisor role is a pretty good one for Glanda to land.
It would be good pay.
Yeah,
it would be very good pay.
Sales. Listen, a saleswoman, not sales, but I'm a sailor. To an advisor,
You would
It's
get
like-
tired. It's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of desk work.
But
That's
it's
just
less
not
physical.
what
It's less
brings
physical
you.
labor.
And soul destroying, working
That's
for
it,
a
literally.
tyrant who is
She'll have her
Literally
keen on
evening
burning the
and
world
evenings
down.
and weekends
Here's
free
my
for
question.
art.
Here's my question. In my dream, I invited all of you guys to my big concert, and nobody came.
Look,
You know,
we
who,
were-
you know
we
who
were
did come?
busy.
You know who did come? Grazit.
You do realize Grazit made that entire scenario for you to push
Well,
out.
no,
Okay.
Nima, to be fair, Grazit did ask me in my dream if I was able to attend Galanda's concert in her dream. And I had plans that night.
Oh, and I did actually have an unopened letter
it was
in my
planned
for
bedroom
you.
that
We
I
were gonna-
never
I
checked.
sent you
I don't-
letters.
I don't like crowds.
Oh wow! All right, that's on us, Glonda. That's very much.
I
on
just
us.
sometimes I don't think that you guys are, believe in me and my
Mhm.
performance ability as much as you guys
Okay, there it is.
pretend to. No, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about this because you're all like, oh, it's fun to have a little, goofy little bard hanging around.
I
and
just
she'll
don't
sing
like
dumb
the
little
oboe.
songs.
Not an oboe fan.
Honestly, I just feel like with someone with all these healing powers, why do I keep dying and need to be resuscitated? Like I
It's
just feel like
frustrating to me
sometimes.
because I'm trying to meditate to Alona and you keep on breaking into song and
Okay, so there's like more to unpack here, is what I'm hearing.
So,
maybe we should
go our separate ways.
oh
Oh.
oh
Oh.
Wow. I'm sure she'll be back.
how long
Oh,
will she freeze us out for,
no.
you think?
That breaks my heart.
What did happen there?
She just left.
But why?
Well,
we
either
don't
she's making
know,
a funny joke
Dan.
or she lost her internet connection.
I think it's probably the case. Okay, well, we'll assume that she'll be joining us again.
Well, when she comes back, we'll tell her to play her favorite music and
Oh, what a night.
Oh, there she
Ah,
is.
Glonda, we're
okay.
so
Oh,
sorry.
wait, hold on. She's not. Her audio's not connected.
She's not
And
here to-
in 5, 4.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
Glonda.
goodness. Glonda,
No,
we're
Glonda.
We're so
come back.
sorry.
we would
Wait,
never have said
I
any
can
of those.
meditate anytime.
I
Alona, it's
can
just
I like the
die.
oboe.
explain. She
I
doesn't
can
have
die.
To,
I
she
can
do
come
it
back.
whenever she needs to.
I'm a fan of the oboe.
I can come back if I die. It's no big deal.
I'll talk to Grazit.
will-
Next time you have a dream, we'll be there at the
Yeah.
concert.
Thank
All
you.
three
Oboe
of
me,
us.
oboe the time.
And Norman too.
Well, that's pushing it.
Thank you. Can you
And
guys
tell you
see
what,
me?
No,
No,
we
we
can't see, but we
decided-
can hear you now.
We've decided to pool our
Okay.
cash. We're each going to
Yeah.
spend 20 gold pieces
I don't have 20
on a
gold pieces.
brand new oboe for you. Next market town.
We each decided. Hey, look, let me put a pin on this. Remember, this guy tried to convince me that my brother was gonna kill me.
You have another brother?
No,
But,
you.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy has not done anything. Has not, as Nimmerlian has quite eloquently stated. This guy has not demonstrated at all through his actions that he is on a path of redemption,
Yeah.
reconciliation.
He did make it. He made it a very sincere attempt in my dream to demonstrate that he has changed his ways. He's learned a lot because while he has been entombed only for not even 50 years in Earth time, that's actually been millennia in his realm. So he's really had a lot to think about, and that what happened a while ago when he killed people, well, that was thousands of years ago for him. But truly, if that were the case, then our crewmen would not be currently with sores on their skin and still under some type of a charm. Oh, she's gone again.
Yeah.
I think she's
What did you
having
say
trouble.
this time?
She just does not believe what you're saying, clearly.
Well,
Yeah, we
it's
can't-
8:30. Should we take a break anyway? I guess we
It's
should
probably a
take
good idea. We've been
We'll
going
take a
for at
quick
least
little
half an
break.
hour.
If she comes back and we're gone, then
Oh,
Oh,
She might be back now. Maybe.
oh,
Hey.
hey.
I'll be run for another 15, and then we'll make it 2:45s, and then we can.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Great.
All right. So the party bandied back and forth about whether this was a good idea, and did not come to a resolution. It sounds like.
What was the good idea? My oboe.
We all agree. I took the oboe comment back. I love the oboe, but I did state that this guy at every turn has tried to kill us. He's devastated people and continues to do so right before our very eyes.
Listen. I'm not saying I didn't hesitate.
Well, we all did.
I don't know. I mean,
You weren't there. You weren't there because you would have
I'm
showed up
just-
to my concert if you were there. You weren't.
I'm just
there.
asking. I'm just pressing the point.
Hesitated a lot, and I questioned him a lot, and I didn't give him a firm gung ho.
It doesn't matter
let's
what you did in the dream,
go.
but what matters is now and what we do. I think that the reason why he is now acting the way he is he's desperate. He's
scared.
afraid. He's
Mhm,
acting
mhm,
afraid
Mhm.
because he knows
So-
we're coming.
The reason I didn't want to just close the door and say no, I never want to do anything, is in case we need to infiltrate his side.
How good are you at persuasion, Glonda?
Excellent.
Excellent. All right.
Excellent. +8.
Excellent. All right.
So
I see that as a very valid strategy.
Oh, how did you get that up there?
I can't.
What?
That's apparently a thing that you can do with the new version. Is you do little thumbs and then they
Oh,
come up, but it doesn't happen. Or you raise your hand. No, it doesn't. Doesn't work. I was trolled.
This is really, really good. Okay, so yeah, we'll move to the point now where there was a dragon and there was a big fight, and you guys managed to rescue the crew, but they decided maybe they didn't want your offer of help. Thanks very much for the save. They're going to move on to that port cyber that they heard all about. Nice. And yeah, you decharmed Captain Farstrider, and he pointed out the fact that there is a large storm seemingly encircling this small isle off the east side of Fairwind Isle. And he suggests that if you still want to go there, this is going to be a hell of a ride.
Excellent.
So, it is about a day away, and already you can feel the wind upon your face from this maelstrom that seems to be surrounding them.
Can Nim inspect their wounds
Yeah.
and just see, because we know that they're charmed, but I don't know if we know the cause of, because we've never seen this wound. Like, we've seen charmed people by Grazit before all the
Mhm.
time. We've never seen charmed people by Grazit be slowly like deteriorating. So I don't know. She has medicine is +6.
Yep.
So I don't know if that's a medicine roll.
Yep, sure is. Let's give it a whirl.
Okay, where did this? I'm just looking for North Star. Where the F is North
It's in a
Star. There it
mess of
is.
little
Found
tabs somewhere.
it.
Excellent.
Yeah, D20 North Star. Here we go. Oh, so 15. 15.
It's pretty good. So, you are not sure what is causing this, because it doesn't help that they are generally healthy. Like, they are still moving around, like they're not showing a fever. Well, no, that's not true. Their skin is hot, but they're not suffering the effects of a fever. Like, they're not tired. If anything, they are more animated.
How's their blood pressure?
You don't have the sufficient technology to assess their blood pressure.
Oh, I think she does.
But you
All
can
you
take
have
their
to do
pulse.
Is, all you have to do is prevent the pulse for just a little bit,
Mhm.
and then slowly release it until you start to feel a heartbeat, and then you keep on releasing it until you don't feel a heartbeat, and then you know that it's one. I feel like she could.
Okay, I'll go with that because you did explain it quite well. So
now you're forcing him to give you a reading.
I am. It is a little elevated. It is a little bit
Like-
higher than it should be, in your opinion. But you couldn't identify what is causing it, whether it's a food, which would be strange because you're eating the same food, you're drinking the same
so it's
water.
not food. It's not water.
It is definitely something in the atmosphere, because these other sailors that you rescued weren't suffering from this, but they also maybe weren't in the same area for as long.
Now, Jojondron, when we cured the captain of his charm, how capable are you of doing the same for the crew?
We determined, I think we discussed it, correct me if I'm wrong. I think there was a relativistic argument we were making.
Okay.
I feel like
I think there was also a limitation to the ability. I think it was.
Literally, people have to be within 10 feet of you. People literally have to be within 10 feet of you, and then they're
But then if
subject
they
to this.
leave the 10 feet, are they immediately recharmed? Okay.
But I think we also, I think we tried it on Mopey and Dopey, didn't we?
That's right. So the ruling I made was people get to re-roll a saving throw from being charmed. And the captain made his, but Mopey and Dopey did not make theirs.
Oh.
Right.
And we also discussed, although, Brooke, this is where we had a philosophical disagreement. I was arguing as Jojondron, that if I gave this to every single member of the crew, they would shriek in horror and stop piloting the ship towards the island that we need to get to stop Grazit. So for the greater good, we need them to be charmed to get.
Wow, I don't remember that argument at all.
But you thought.
How old am I?
32.
Not a day over 29.
Okay. I'll write that on my birth certificate.
How old are you?
I'm going to be 34 in December.
See, I thought you were 32.
Oops, the next 3 year doesn't look like a thing. Okay.
So was there anything else you wanted to discuss before you move closer to the storm? All right.
Onward.
So what I will ask you, so there is a system that's going to be in play to get through this storm.
Okay.
But before you go in, I'm going to allow you as players and characters to decide if there are any special things you want to do in preparation for this.
The storm?
Yeah. The Glonda immediately recognizes, based on the waves that the ship is currently going over and the rate at which the speed is going and the size of those huge clouds that are emitting lots of thunder and lightning. This is no ordinary storm, and this is a storm that destroys ships.
Mm-hmm.
So not your average day out on the waves.
So you're asking how we can prepare ourselves for the storm.
If there are any abilities or equipment or strategies you want to put into place before you go in.
Okay.
So basically, we're not going to make it, and we got to come up with something before we get in within the radius. It's worse than we thought.
It looks pretty damn bad.
Everybody take a good look at your character sheets.
Yeah.
I think I'll use Wrathful Smite on the storm.
And it's gone. Boom, just like that.
Well, I could use Gust of Wind if we need to do a speedy, put some
I also
wind in our
have Gust of
sails.
Wind.
Andrew, could I locate object to see where the storm is?
I'll give you that one for free.
Okay.
You can see it right over there, yeah. I'll tell you that the Gust of Wind spell is a puff in comparison to the blasting chaos that is this storm.
I know. I'm just thinking if there's a wave coming that we need to make a quick agile burst, that's something I would want prepared.
Could help, yep.
What about Wind Wall? Wind Wall sustained over the course of a minute. That could protect us if there's a rogue wave or something, right?
Indeed.
Now, this is kind of like a false storm, right? It's created. So it's like a false storm?
By the looks of actually the sailors are all, they think this is just another day out on the sea. They don't seem to be, if you go by their expression, everything is just fine.
So could I use Zone of Truth on the storm if it's a false storm?
No, because you're not in it yet. It is not yet within the area of effect.
If I use Control Water, which gives me control of a cube of water up to 100 feet on a side.
Mm-hmm.
How big is our ship?
The ship. That's a good question. I have another little map here, which coincidentally will give me the size of the ship. So if you give me just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Ship is 10, 15, 20. Well, I could do this. This will be easier. The ship is 100 feet long.
Oh, so it's the like literal length of our ship.
And about 30 feet wide.
But it's a cube, so I'm assuming it's 100 by 100 by 100.
Yeah. How about at this point, I'll give you the structure of what this test will be. And we can go to break and you guys can have a bit more of a mull. What it's going to be is you'll each have 3 ability checks of your choice. So basically you're going to roll and add either your strength bonus, your intelligence bonus, whatever.
Okay.
And based whether you succeed, like you're going to need to generate a certain number of successes as a party. And if you don't generate enough, then bad things happen. So you'll have 3 of those and a saving throw of my choice. And
so do we have to pick 3 different saving throws?
They are 3 different ability checks, and I get to choose the saving throw. And the better part of this is that, just one of them. The better part of this is that you have to describe what is happening for this ability check. So if you say, I'm going to use my strength to secure a rope, make sure that it doesn't break free, then that's what you're rolling for. If you can use your intelligence, say, I'm going to try and figure out the best way to navigate through this storm, that's what that would be doing. And then I will tell you what the saving throw is, and it's a bunch of die rolling, but it's also narrative.
So just to be clear, we're picking 2 and you're picking the 3rd.
You're picking 3 and I'm picking the 4th.
You're the 4th.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So I guess what I'm saying is by preparation, if there's anything you want to do that might sort of skew the results in your favor, this would be the time to sort of throw that out.
Are there barrels?
I have inspiration, it seems, still.
Indeed.
Okay.
If it's what I'm saying this for is that if you give me a particularly great thing that you want to do to bolster this, I might give you advantage on it.
Are there barrels?
What if? Oh, go ahead, George.
Lots of barrels on the ship. Lots of them are filled with water. Some of them are not because you've been drinking it.
Okay, can we empty the right amount of barrels that we can all fit into a barrel if we need to?
A little safety just in case. Yep. Okay.
I have a skill in which I can enhance an ability for checks. So I understand that you're going to pick something, I'm assuming not quite at random, but something that maybe we're not good at.
Possibly.
So to like make it just as fun, how about I randomly, you don't get to know the ability that I enhance, but I'm going to enhance, what can I do? It says it's either wisdom, intelligence, charisma, dexterity, or strength, or constitution. So those are the 6 things. Those are the 6 possible things that I could enhance.
And this is a spell, or what is the?
This is a spell, level 2 spell.
Right. Gotcha.
So that you don't know what I've chosen and thus don't choose that thing, and I don't know the thing that you're going to test me on, I will enhance one of those abilities. Does that seem like I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a fun way to make it like.
I like it. Okay, well, one of us is going to have to be honest, I suppose. So you write them down.
I see. Yeah, I'll write it down.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, perfect.
And then you'll
perfect.
just expose it. Yeah. So, choose one for each player.
Wait, what?
Or are you going to...
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Should we make a request? So you
Yeah,
don't...
tell me your shittiest things out of the 6 that I saw.
Okay,
here, I'll put...
okay.
Hang
Well,
on,
then
I've got
Andrew will know.
Write it in the document.
Oh, God,
the one area that I don't have access to.
Well, no, we can send you a private chat message.
No, but this
No,
way
no,
we
let's
all
do it this
know
way.
so that we can
Okay.
tell her.
Okay.
Somebody put your name above whatever you're writing.
Yeah, put your name above the one that I want that you'd like me to save.
Okay. So, and that's in our crush thing?
I'm just gonna need to reread. But yeah, because I can cast it at a higher level to do extra creatures. So if I cast it at the 3rd level or higher, you can target another one. So I can target 2 of you, but not 3 of you, I guess.
You could
Yeah,
also cast it multiple times.
Oh, you'd let me do that. Okay, then fine.
Well, you got the spell slots for it, though, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, I'll do it enough times then that everybody will get a chance.
What, Glonda, what are you doing? You're writing them all out?
She's writing out the ones that she
ones.
stinks at.
Although Andrew can look
Oh.
at my player sheet at any point. He
Wait,
knows
that's
what
a
I
very
stick
good
at.
point.
Ones you want me to highlight of these?
I'm just
Wherever you
hang on. I don't think I have all of
think
them
that.
written. Or do I?
Oh my god, that's what you have for that, Tergar? That's so
Yeah,
embarrassing.
that's why that is why I make him so awkward and terrible in
Oh,
dealing with
you're
people.
so no wonder
only
you're so
5.
unbearable.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay, it's just those 5. Yeah.
Okay, so
Quick
Let me just
question.
confirm it's
yes,
gonna be
Christine.
This storm,
hmm
1.
is it a real storm? We think it's a real storm, but everybody else is just chilling.
I'm not going to say that the crew is just chilling. They're aware that this is dangerous waters, but they are not feared by it.
Is it if we do a detect something, could we tell that it might be a charm?
You can totally try a spell if you want to try and detect
Does
it.
can anybody find out if something is a charm? Because I have a counter charm.
But
ability.
we've already tried so hard to counter his magic and it's never worked. Like I spent a hard high level
counter
spell
charm is
slot
you-
on like prevent the curse and he's like doesn't fucking work and I was heartbroken. So
I've
I-
never
I-
used my counter charm.
I will also say, Christine, the counter charm tends to be if somebody is trying to cast a charm on a person.
This is why I've never used
no,
my
Joe
counter
John, I
charm.
don't want to know the things you're good at. I want to know the things you're bad at.
I just listed them all.
I know, but that makes me have to look at more things than I would like to look at.
Yeah, I just gave the 3 that I want.
Yeah, you
I
give me
mean
your
the
shittiest.
ones that I want.
Of these 5?
Andrew, don't look at me.
I'm looking away. So Jordan is securing barrels for everyone. Brooke, Brooke, I said player's name. Joe Jondron is looking for barrels. Nimrailing is...
Can you highlight using a lighter color though? That's pretty dark. I
No, I'm
can't
blacking
quite-
it out.
Oh, that's blacking it out.
This is so bad. Just give him this one. This is the one he needs. This...
Oh
and
my
this
God.
is the one he needs.
No, but I can't do them. I might not want to do though, because then he'll
Oh,
know.
you want one.
Oh shoot, Dan! Happy Christmas! I can't believe I missed it.
I missed everything. Connor threw up. I actually missed the last
no.
the last 5 minutes.
Oh, no.
So
Buddy.
I was just looking up if that's a symptom of the flu vaccine as well. So that's where I was just looking at. Is it,
Aw.
Brooke? Is it?
Oh, a symptom of the flu vaccine? I'm not sure. I don't have that.
I'll have to
that
look it up on
knowledge.
my
I'm
break.
sorry.
Okay, so what did I miss? What was I heard? Barrels, Joe Jondron and barrels.
Yeah,
Well, don't
and-
worry about it. Why don't we take our break now?
I was about to say, this probably be a good time, and we can just pick it
Okay.
right up when we
Yeah,
come
go
back.
check on Connor.
Awesome. So I'm going to do... I'm unmuted. There we go. We're back. So we in the intermission we had Dan saying that Turgar is actually going to go up to the crow's nest and use his impressive powers of perception to help direct people on board the ship. So the only person I need to know is Christine. What is Glonda going to do in preparation?
Well, sorry, just to be safe.
Oh.
Can Dan use his power of perception before he walks up that rickety ladder to the crow's nest? Because that looks like that could snap in half as he's crawling up it.
In any moment it could, although it is surprisingly sound. It has been
Okay.
trod many a time. So does Glonda have anything that she wants to do in advance?
I'll probably get into the ship's cabin. As a seasoned sailor, I know that the cabin is the safest place to be during rough winds. So I will go there and kind of, grab any items that I could that could be beneficial. So, you know, any towels or bandages in case somebody gets hurt, any I don't know, just crap I can use in case something happens.
Pepto-Bismol, maybe.
Pepto-Bismol in case somebody gets sick. Get some ginger gummies.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm looking at North Star. Jordan, are you on North Star? Or am I just seeing you blind here? I'm changing a scene. That's why I'm saying.
No, I'm not actually.
Well,
I'm not
you
on there
do
yet.
you. You don't have to be here if you
I'm
don't want
not
to.
in right now. I thought I was. Pardon me.
Okay.
Must have closed that tab.
Maybe you could build one of those hydraulic things out of stone where you're kind of like in
yeah.
a sphere, and no matter what direction the ship is, you're always staying
Oh,
level.
brilliant.
Okay, I'm getting to work on that.
It takes you
Out of
approximately
stone.
300 to 400 years to
Yep.
nail that. Yep.
Oh, can
But
I do
it'll
my
be good.
Fortins before we go?
Yeah.
What's that?
Thank you.
What do you want to do?
Just
Oh,
roll
portents.
portents.
One of those needs to be a D20. You rolled a D12.
Oh, I was like, that's so. Wait, which one? Oh, the D12 was a 12. I'm just gonna redo them because I genuinely don't
Yeah,
know
that's
which one
fine.
was which. Okay, 6 and 16. Perfect.
Sweet. And if you've got your audio playing, you'll hear a lovely little sea ambiance in the background there. That is Grokak, your bozeman, or your bosun.
I'm so sorry. That was super embarrassing. Like, I was clicking on him to see the pictures. I was like, who's this guy? But my alert thing was on, so now everybody knew. Like, click them, and that was super embarrassing. I
Who
was
is this
so
guy?
sorry.
Who is that guy? Who is that guy?
Well, I don't know, but like, I don't know.
That is bosun Grokak Gringarin. He organizes the cargo of the ship. You've seen him around all the time. He's perfect. He's also a half orc.
I just feel like I haven't seen
A
his
half
like little
orc?
guy.
Yes.
So he's not one of Denise, Gordon, Bulov, Susan, Dimitri,
No.
Dopey.
He is not one of yours. So let us start off with. And you're going to have to choose for Gnorman as well. So you can choose more or less at random if you want. The ability checks that he'll roll for.
He wants to tie himself to the mast like Homer.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere in this storm. That's
I
good.
thought you were going to say Richard Dreyfuss in What About Bob?
All right, the ship plunges into the storm. It is a very short time between the sort of edge of it, and suddenly it is dark. You hear thunder, you see lightning. The ship pitches over huge waves. The wind gusts batter the sails. You had the foresight to short shrift the sails so that the mast wouldn't be pulled completely overboard. The ferocity of this storm is almost overwhelming. You have difficulty hearing each other unless you're close by. The ship's deck wizard, Zachary Hasselclack, actually cast a light spell on the mast so that you could even see. It is that dark within this pitch storm. And the ship is pitching, the ship is moving. We'll start with Dan. What is the first ability check you want Turgar to make?
Oh, great. I will use my my wisdom saving throw. I'm going to come out strong
So these are ability
here.
checks that you roll. They are not saving throws. Make you make a saving throw on my go. The difference. Sorry, go.
Huh?
But I'm picking out of my saving throw options.
Yeah, in D&D you've got saving throws and you've got ability checks. The difference is when you are going to do something as an ability, when something is happening to you, it's a saving throw. It's a real slight delineation.
Okay, but what am I drawing from for this throw? Is it from my saving throw box or my skill box?
From your abilities box. So literally the plus you get under your save for your wisdom, it's the plus you get under your wisdom, not the saving throw you have for your wisdom. So for you, I think it's fairly high.
I'm just looking at my sheet here.
Yes.
Like I've got the box in columns B, C, D that have strength, dexterity, constitution, all that stuff.
Yep.
Down the side. Yeah, where I see your cursor. Is
Yep.
that what I'm basing it off of?
Those are ability checks, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's okay. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. Okay, good.
Well, you get your proficiency as included in your
I
saving
understand.
throw. Yeah.
But it's still the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll do a wisdom
Cool.
saving throw to start, and I from up in the crow's nest, I see a massive wave coming crashing in, and I scream down to the captain to throw the rudder to the starboard side and make sure that the ship turns into the wave and not get broadsided by it. So
that does sound very wise. Let's have your wisdom ability. So you throw a d20 and add your wisdom ability.
So that would be a 9.
That was a 9.
Oh no.
So unfortunately, the howl of the wind, he looks up and he cocks his ear and goes, "What?" And the wave hits the ship broadside and keels over dangerously far. Things start falling off the deck into the water. But no one manages to, everyone manages to hold on with their fingernails instead of be falling over, and the ship rights itself dangerously far to the other side, at which point we'll move to Nimralian. What ability check would you like to use? And you should also point out whether or not these are the abilities that they have been enhanced with your spell. I'm guessing wisdom wasn't one for Dan.
It was not.
It was not.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna do an investigation check. So I think what she'll do is, as we're going into it, she starts to meticulously look at the ropes that have been battened down. She's looking at the mast, ensuring things have been secured. So she's going through and combing over, especially the top deck, with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that everything has been double and triple checked, that they've been properly battened down.
Okay.
And she knows that she's pretty good at investigating, so that's her route, is just to really see. And if anything she does notice, she would of course make that known.
I like it. Go for it.
Okay, cool. So 1d20, here we go. We add 8 to this roll, so 12. Well,
you are cataloging all of the things, and you see the coil of rope. You're thinking, oh, that's dangerously uncoiled and unsecured. And as the boat pitches over a particularly large wave, the rope flies across, and you get tangled up in it.
wow.
And it's only by you increased your strength, I think, don't you? You're no longer
I'm no longer negative.
Yeah.
Strength.
It is by your newfound strength that you manage to hold on to that rope as the whole coil of it, and yourself included, pitch off the ship.
Oh, wow.
But you do manage to pull yourself back on board as water sluices over top of you.
Okay. So a success, but not a dainty one.
Not a dainty one at all.
Okay, understood.
Let us go next to Glonda.
Okie dokie. I am going to go to all of the crewmen, and I'm going, or I guess I'm in the thing. I've said I was in the cabin.
You were
so I'll
in the,
stay.
but you could leave it if you wanted to.
No, it's fine. I'm in the cabin right now.
Okay, you're in the cabin.
And I'm checking every nook and cranny within said cabin. I am, jumping where I need to jump and crawling where I need to crawl, and I'm going to do an acrobatics check.
And what are you looking for?
Things that would be useful in an emergency, of course. Now, the thing about cabins is most items are actually kind of screwed in.
It's true.
So that they don't fly about during storms. So I can't just, reach a thing and grab it off. I kind of have to swing myself up so that I'm perched in a way so that I could unscrew anything that I might need, like lanterns and such. And
I'm on board. Yeah, let's have that
Okay.
roll.
Phew. Thank God, it's been justified.
So that's with dexterity. Is that one of the enhanced
It's
abilities?
acrobatics.
It does rely on dexterity, though. So
Yes.
if
Yeah.
that's one of the ones that Brooks enhanced for you, then you get a bonus.
Oh no, it's not. Brooke did not enhance
Okay.
the one. But I got okay. So it's plus my skill.
Yeah, you roll and add your acrobatics. I had said
Okay.
originally that these were just for the attributes, but hey, I like what you're doing here. We'll use skills too.
Okie dokie. Well, that's why I wasn't sure, because
I know.
Dan, you said
I did.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
I
that
got
now.
12.
But now I'm it. So we're not using our skills though.
No, I think we can. Brooke went that way, and I like it, so we'll go with that. It's
So
all
I
good.
can use my a skill on the next roll.
You could use your skill on the next roll, but
Oh.
I'm going to say it wouldn't be enhanced. If you want to use the benefit of the spell that Nimralian has cast upon you, it'd have to be.
How
just an attribute.
enhanced is it?
Yeah, but we're hoping that you're the one who picks the thing that.
That is also fair. If it's a save, it's the save, then you could use it there.
So yeah,
How enhanced is
Okay.
is it?
Great question. And yeah, yeah, I'm telling you right now that I'm not enhancing things that they already expect to do well on. I'm trying to protect them from what you're gonna be trying to do.
Spoiler.
So that's that's a freebie.
Okay, fair enough.
So the enhanced ability is thus: if I enhanced your constitution, it actually gives you some temporary hit points, but that doesn't matter. Essentially, what I'm giving you is advantage on your check.
Oh, that is very very important.
Advantage. So it's
There's a
2
couple
rolls
of
and
other
take
things that
advantage.
also happen, but really, it's just that's what matters. Is it advantage on your check, so you
That
get to
is
roll
a
2 dice.
Big deal. Okay.
Okie dokie.
All right.
I got a 12. Because we're all rolling 4s here.
Okay, I didn't see your roll, so I'll believe you.
It was a
You did.
4.
I see Brooke's roll as a 4.
She rolled. No, Christine did.
Oh, okay.
Sarah's a 4.
I
You look
mean,
in the,
Andrew, if I'm so untrustworthy.
Listen, you're taking the 4, so I'm going to let you sit there and take it. That's fine.
just because she's a government worker
Dan,
under
shut
the
up.
employ of George Soros and Bill Gates.
Shush.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, let's. Oh, this is no good. I'm gonna move this guy, and that will hopefully make it work. Yeah. Okay. So you rolled a 4 on acrobatics. Yeah, things are moving around in the cabin. Just things are flying off the walls. The pots and pans in here, well, they're not pots and pans, but lots of books are flying off the shelves. They're smacking you in the head. You lose your balance and fall under the bed. It is basically not going the way you thought it was going to go. And you find nothing that hasn't already crashed or broken or flown amiss in the cabin that you're in. So let us move now to Jojonderon, who is I believe on deck is a good collection of barrels that are all tied down,
Yes.
just in case.
Who's steering this ship? Who's at the helm right now?
So Falwis is at the helm, and he is also assisted by another sailor.
How are
And
they doing?
between the two of them, they are barely keeping the wheel in the direction, and he does move it very often to try and shift into waves, get them head on.
But they're doing that job.
But maybe they could use help. I mean, they're having trouble. Everybody is having trouble with their assigned
Everybody's
tasks.
having trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, can I use my athletics? And I'm gonna do like a the hand foot thing.
Okay.
Just flips, and then I'm gonna do a double flip onto the deck where the helm is, and then I'll help them because I see a big wave coming in the distance. I think they might need to down. So I'm gonna do that rolly jump flip thing, and then do a flip onto it. So I'll use my athletics.
I like it.
I'm gonna roll a public D20 here.
Not a 4.
Anything but a 4.
Big money, big money, big money.
It's a lot better.
The 9 plus, I think I have a +4. Oh, +3, so 12.
So it's a 12. So you get there, and the rudder seems to resist all 3 of your efforts. It is still very hard to control. It bucks like a wild beast, and the ship takes another pounding from a wave, and again the whole thing just goes in an impossibly acute angle. You know that boats aren't supposed to do this, and the sailor who is next to you, trying to hold on to this wheel, with a scream flies from the deck and falls into the chaos of the water below.
Who was it? Bueller?
It was one of the Lazy She-Bucks crew,
thank
not one of your own. They're off doing other things. So round one is not looking good for the home team. Everybody did not do great with their roll. Let's have a saving throw at this point. Oh no, Norman's got to do his. So somebody's got to choose one for Norman.
Well, he's still tied to the mast, right?
Yeah, but he could do something.
We don't
We don't
know
have his
what his
character sheet though.
Choose at random.
Is he dexterity?
Excellent.
Yeah, he'd be good at dexterity, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's a monk.
And he's dodging with his head.
Yeah,
because
he's
tied,
dip, diving, dodging.
of just projectiles coming at his head. That's all he's doing, just moving
I
his
like
neck.
it. Somebody give me a roll for.
And he's also able to bat projectiles away as they come towards other
He
people.
is.
Only with his shoulder. bro,
I'm gonna
because his hands are-
try. I'm gonna try to use. Does he have inspiration?
That's a good question. He does not have inspiration.
Okay, and he doesn't have a bracelet. Who wants to try? I'll do it. I'll just do it. I'm gonna. How bad can it be, right?
Be
Exactly.
a 0.
The famous
that's-
last word.
He gets
7 plus what?
4.
11.
Yeah, he gets brained in the head by a bucket.
Okay, your damn dice system is screwing us again, Andrew. What are the chances? I feel again like we're Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead.
It's all tails all the way down.
Yeah.
So he bats at all the stuff that is coming his way, but a bucket hits him in the head and turns into a helmet, basically. And he does that comic thing where he's sort of stumbling around trying to find his way, knocks into the mast. Let's actually start with a saving throw for Mammalian. And
Which one?
It will be a dexterity saving throw.
Dang. Okay.
This will relate to the rope that you find yourself in, as it's
Right.
the. What's your total?
God damn it. I don't know. Not enough.
Not
It's
enough.
a shitty dex. Oh wait, my saving throw 3. So add 3 to that.
6? Yeah, not enough. Okay, so you.
Does
you-
I fall in the water?
No, you are hanging off the edge of the ship. We'll put you right here, and you're.
Foot up, like my foot is what's able to caught, but I'm just like my robes are over my head and
Exactly.
I can't see, and everyone can see my panties.
You're kind of being waterboarded.
And Petrie's like desperately trying to cover up, like my.
What do
I saw your
D&D
I saw your panties and I went like this.
what do
Oh,
D&D
no.
panties look like? Like
They're like culottes. You know?
Armor class 11. Crazy.
Yeah.
So next up, we'll go back to Dan. What is your next ability or skill that you want to roll?
well, so I can pick a skill.
You can pick a skill. The downside would be you wouldn't get the bonus if you manage to choose one that has the ability
Thing.
connected to memory alien spell. It wouldn't be effective there.
And does it matter if the skill is tied to my wisdom, even though I made a wisdom-based throw on my first one?
It does. You'd have to. You've already done a wisdom one, so you'd have to choose something that's not wisdom.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's all my buffed up ones are wisdom. Which might have made it different. No, wouldn't have made it. I rolled horribly. Wouldn't have mattered. Well, I'll make a skill-based one, an intelligence-based throw off religion. I try to channel the circle of the moon, and the elemental guardians of the sea, and to connect with them to try to get us to safe passage through this storm. And I'm going to use inspiration on this, so I roll 2 die on this.
You roll
correct?
at advantage, yes. And yeah, okay, go for it.
Yay!
Hey, that looks pretty good.
There you go. So that would be a plus. That'd be a 20.
20, dirty 20. You it's a bit of a Hail Mary because you think this is kind of outside anything you've done before, but you raise your hands aloft, and you do feel a kinship with this storm. You do feel a connection in a way to the you sense that there is an intelligence behind it of some kind, that this is not, well, you gathered that this was not a natural storm by the fact that it's a giant maelstrom circulating around a particular place. It doesn't feel like a natural weather system. But you do make an important observation, is that this doesn't have the feel of Grazit with it.
No, I think this is a security system that we're working our way through.
And
I think
it seems to, for a moment, lessen slightly. Like you hit a little patch of, like for about 2 minutes, the storm seems to abate, and everyone seems to catch their breath a bit and think.
Does Nimmerlane get back on the ship?
She manages in this moment to scramble back up on the ship. But then you see another pile of waves coming your way and think, we're not through the worst of it yet. Speaking of Nimmerlane, sopping wet, decent again, panties unexposed. What ability or skill will you go for now?
I think we're gonna try to do an Arcana check. So she is aware. I feel like she's also acutely aware that this is not a natural storm.
Okay.
So she attempts essentially to get a better understanding of the source of this magic and she believes that it is not a natural thing. And
So I'm going to actually pause you there.
Oh.
I loved where it was going, except Arcana is also under intelligence. And you rolled investigation last time, which is an intelligence.
Thank you.
based.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just check then. I'm going to instead do...
I hate to cut you off because that was sounding really cool.
Thank you. It was really cool. Okay, we're going to do perception then instead, which is a wisdom check.
Okay, and what are you...
Accept. So in this case, she is now thinking, oh my gosh, okay, I'm useless on the ship. Maybe I can help navigate this ship. I'm going to look forward and see if I can see in the horizon. I can send Petrie out and see if there's going to be an area where the waves are calmer, where there's less wind. It's less dark over there. So she's basically saying, can I give the captain, helpful recommendations?
I like it.
Okay,
Yep.
Great.
Go for it.
Okay. Oh, wow. So in terms of a saving throw, though, that does put me at 13.
Well, this is an ability check. It's not a saving throw because I picked on you with the dexterity saving throw. So this is just the
An ability check.
Yeah, you said you were rolling
so plus
perception.
6.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a plus 6.
Yeah, still pretty great.
Isn't that still 13?
It is still 13 though. It's not.
But that's a pass.
It's
so
a
better
pretty
than
high
10.
number.
It's just going to be a shitty one. I'm still thankful it's not less than 10. Anyway, tell me my fate.
Fair enough. So you do see an impressive allotment of waves, and you bellow out in your highest voice or loudest voice towards Falwis, where actually I think his name is Salwis. Why did I have it as Falwis here? Anyway, that he should point in that direction, and you think he hears you. The ship slowly, languidly tries to turn, and it barely gets close. It's still not great. It's probably better than it was if it had hit it alongside. You've also been using Petrie in this, and he is sort of Petrie is she?
Yep,
yeah.
she.
Has flown out to be your eyes. A huge wave crashes above the ship, and Petrie is lost from view. To your chagrin. Let's go to Christine next. What is Glonda doing now?
Simple, really. I'm going to look at the storm, and I'm going to try to persuade it to stop being so big and vicious. I'm going to say, hey, why don't you clear up? All right? We're just some noble saleswoman.
Yeah, regular John Wayne.
The regular John Wayne. I'll play some shanty tunes. My friends love it. You'll love it. Now why don't you clouds just disperse and let the sun come through? Huh?
I love it. Let's have you roll.
Okay.
I'd laugh if you knocked this one out of the park.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
That is a 28 because I got a plus 8. But it doesn't matter because it's not 20.
Rhonda in the house.
He's shaking my hand, my fist at the cloud.
Well done, Glonda.
So
Andrew?
It's like well, you go ahead, Andrew.
trying to imagine how this works. So does the storm respond? Who knows? But the crew around you certainly responds. They are amazed at your audacity, and the ship plows through a wave dead on, and the spray of sea foam that cascades over the front, the collision that almost stops the ship, but doesn't, is enough to make everyone shudder to think what would have happened if you had hit that one side on. But there's a hearty cheer from everyone around, and everyone's spirits, which have taken a bit of a pantsing the last couple of seconds here from what you've gone through, seem to be rejuvenated. So, yeah, well done. Let's go to Jojandra next.
Well, I was going to save Nima's life, but I guess I won't. There's really very little one can do, isn't there?
Tossed about.
But I'm at a bit of a loss, to be honest. I guess I'll just try to keep steering the ship, but I'll use my strength this time since I don't need to do any flips anymore.
I like it. So let's have you just, yeah, let's roll that. Hey.
Okay, so that's a +3 on the strength.
Yeah,
So
that's
21.
excellent.
We're back,
So-
baby.
Yeah, the you feel that bucking bronco of a rudder under your hands, and you're sharing a look with Salwes as the ship threatens to veer off course. But
Romantic look?
sure. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He's like, maybe your hands touch on the
A late season twist.
Yeah. If only there was time. But the ship struggles to hold its course as it smashes through yet another wave. And now let's go to Norman next. Let's have I'll go rotate it around this way too. So Brooke, choose one for Norman and describe what he wants to do.
Okay. Norman is gonna use.
He's wearing a
his-
bucket for a helmet right now.
Yeah. So I'll just go story wise, and he just tried to do dexterity and it failed. So I guess
Yeah.
he would try to do strength to pull off the bucket.
Oh, that's gonna be great. Did you enhance his strength by chance?
Oh, what did I choose for him? Did I? Let
Did
me
you
see.
even choose one for him?
I thought I did. Did I not?
Nope. Oh, yes. It was not strength.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't.
Norman has a -2 on strength.
Well, then I wouldn't have chosen that. Give me. Come on now. Give me
Okay.
one that he's at least decent.
I'll give you that one. He's got a +2 in everything else except Constitution. So intelligence,
wow.
wisdom, or charisma.
Okay, cool. Then I think he should use his intelligence and think about, because it's locked under his chin. So
Yeah.
it's like, how am I gonna remove this? Do I pull it tighter or do I loosen it?
I like it. Let's have that roll.
Okay, so that's 15 then.
And that is 15. With a little popping sound, the bucket comes straight off.
Woo!
And he manages to use it to
Yeah.
bail out some
Wait,
of the to bail out some of the water that seems to be accumulating. Very much necessary at this point. I will now go to Christine. You're going to make a saving throw for me. And it is going to be, drum roll, please. It's going to be a strength saving throw. Is that one of the ones that has been enhanced for you?
Yes!
Excellent. So you're going to roll that at advantage.
Wow.
As the,
Brooke, it worked out.
As
We
the,
did it!
As the ship smashes through a wave, you are pointing the wrong way, and it bashes you against the rear
19.
windows, which smash, and you find yourself holding on for dear life rather than fall out the back as the ship inclines to an impossible angle. You got a 19?
Mm-hmm.
You manage to stay in as the ship rights itself, and you tumble back into the cabin. All right, we're into our last round here. where the stakes get even higher. Dan, did I do? Yes, I did it right. We go back to Dan. What ability or skill would you like to test?
No. Oh yeah, that's right. I have 3, right?
You do.
How is he done on his first 2?
I'm 1 and 1.
And we have to pass, and we're doing 4 in total or 3 in
I'm
total?
doing 3 in total.
Do we have to pass 2 of them?
I'm not sure that I told you how many you had to pass.
Well, I'm gonna do an athletic strength base roll here.
Okay.
And
You are up
again,
top in the
it's-
crow's nest.
Yeah, so ship is rocking and turning, and I get buffeted by a big wind, and I have to cling to the railing of the crow's nest.
Mm-hmm.
And I am. Yeah, I have nothing else to add to that except good old. Normally, if I've had dice, I'd blow on them, but blowing on the hands here.
Okay. I'm taking that strength wasn't the one of the. Oh well, that's still pretty good.
So that's 18.
18. Okay. You managed to. You said you tied yourself in.
Loosely.
Loosely, right. Well, I'm going to suggest that as the storm has rocked you about, and you are at the end of a very long pole, which has been buffeting around, that knot has come loose. And you find yourself careening out of the crow's nest towards the ocean below and the vastness of it. But you do manage to grab onto a rope, hold on for dear life, and do a very swashbucklery spin down.
Ooh,
and land
cool.
back onto the
Very
deck.
Cirque du Soleil.
Very much.
Maybe.
And then let's go next to Brooke. What is New Orleans' next action going to be?
Mimi Girl is gonna do. She's gonna do. So she's already done a wisdom and an intelligence, hey?
Hey, yes.
Hey yo! Okay. Then she will do. I think probably. Oh, wow, she's garbage at all these things. Okay, that's fine. She's gonna be fine. She's gonna do survival.
Survival.
She's gonna do survival check.
Is that wisdom?
Yeah.
I think perception was wisdom also. So.
Oh, fuck you. Right. Fuck me.
Fuck everyone.
Fuck you for telling me the truth.
Fuck you. Oh,
I
fuck me.
didn't want to know that.
Oh, Lord Almighty. I don't really understand. Okay, acrobatics then. There we go.
I love it.
Acrobatics. She she just came back up. She's covered in rope. She's gonna try to
Put yourself back on the ship. It makes me nervous seeing you hanging over the water like that.
Oh, I
No,
did
she-
get
she
back on
got
the
it.
She
ship.
managed
You
to
just
get back
didn't
on,
fix me. I need to try to nimbly unknot all of the rope around me. So I've got to use my hand-eye coordination.
I like it.
To get rid of this because it's a very different type of logic. And what? Ho! I rolled a 16.
Hey, it's like you saw this in a dream.
I saw that in a dream once, and I rolled a 16 plus my 2, so I rolled an 18.
18. So you managed to untie yourself from this knot of rope just in time as a boom detaches from the mast above you and dangerously flies towards you, and you roll out of the way, and it smashes into 1,000 pieces where your body just was.
What's a boom?
It's the bottom part of where a sail gets attached.
Got it.
So mast goes up, boom goes this way. It's the kind of thing
That's
that
only on, but not all ships have booms, do they?
this one's got one.
Okay.
Probably a bunch of them.
When I play Sea of Thieves, I don't feel like they have booms, but those are different. Those are like brigantines.
Yeah.
They're different.
I'm going to say there's a boom here for dramatic effect. It's over the side now, though.
Boom!
Boom, yeah. Let us roll next to Christine.
What am I? I'm picking a thing.
You're
right?
picking a thing.
Is this my last one?
This is your last one.
So I went through the wild card one, which was the one you picked.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm in the clear now. Okay. Well.
We'll see. Yeah.
Okay, I am going to, now that I've had, I'm on a cool streak right now, right? I yelled at the clouds and something good happened. I was so strong because I had the power of friendship on my side. So I'm going to take this time to just, and kind of put my finger to the wind,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to try and use my perception to read what is going to happen next.
Nice. Okay. Let's have that roll.
Okie
Was
dokie.
wisdom an enhanced ability for Christine? For Glenda?
No.
Okay. I can't wait to see what Aminaki roll.
No, but my perception is at a +5.
That's pretty good. Let's see.
I think so.
Let's see what you get.
18?
18. Your keen awareness of the ways of the wind and the workings of a boat. You can see that the storm is about to take a major left turn. And you shout over to Salwis that you need to change course immediately. And almost to the second, he gets the boat righted with the strength of Jojandron.
Hark to starboard.
And it is
That's what I would say.
barely able to crest a wave. The ship launches through the air and collides with
gosh.
another wave.
Oh my gosh.
It's a crazy storm.
I'm on a kill streak right now.
Yeah. Jojandron.
Yes, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I can't wait to tell you all. I actually did have a good idea, but I seem to have lost. Oh, yes, now I remember.
Excellent.
Now that Solomon and I have had a moment, I would like to use
That may not be over. Just saying.
The moment, precisely.
Yeah.
I'm noticing he's a bit nervous about this whole thing, so I'd like to give him a pep talk and use my persuasion.
Brilliant.
7. So keep that in mind, everybody, as you see this roll come in, that I can add 7 to it.
Looking forward to it.
I'm going to say, Solomon, we're going to make it through this, buddy.
Hey.
The 21.
21. He had a moment of doubt. So, being that he is within your aura of devotion and he is not charmed while you are there, he is looking like this is going to be his last voyage. He's definitely looking nervous about this whole excursion. Well, freaked out is a better way to put it. But between your strengthful handling of the wheel and your pep talk, he seems to have his resolve redoubled. And he says, all right, if you say so, Jojandron. I mean, you've been on the ship for all of, 3 weeks now? Yes, I'll take your opinion. Yes, all right, I guess we can do this.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
And then Jojandron's going to make a saving throw for me. He's going to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, dexterity. So that one I have a special gift from...
Yay! Special gift!
from Nima on.
Thank you, Mommy Nima.
A giant wave crests the back of the ship and smashes
roll.
into everybody on the poop deck.
Uh-oh. I'm going to roll 2 and take the better of these 2.
That is correct. Ooh.
15.
I don't know if you can hear it.
I wish I could.
You barely manage to hold on to the wheel as the ship is smashed on the side and buffeted over. One of the sailors takes a tumble off, never to be seen again. Salwa should also make that roll because that's
One of ours or one of theirs?
one of theirs. All years are doing important things elsewhere.
Great.
Sal's going to roll. Sal's rolled really well. He is still on board the ship and probably holding onto your hand, sharing a look.
Good. Good. Hope he doesn't turn out to be a bad guy.
And finally, we'll end with Norman. Let's have one roll with him.
He's going to hide into a bucket, and he's going to use his acrobatics for that.
No, he's already done
He's
dexterity.
done a dex already, yeah.
He's done dex and he's done intelligence.
Intelligence.
We don't want to do strength or con, right?
But he's
Okay.
probably charismatic.
Oh wait,
So he sees
what one did I
Mopi-
choose?
He sees
Do
Mopi
an-
in a bucket,
oh.
and he's going to try and charisma Mopi out of that bucket so he can have it for himself.
That sounds like a great plan.
Is this the last round?
This is the last round, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, then do we want to do the thing that Nima's highlighting in the document?
I already did intelligence and he succeeded. So
Yeah.
he was okay.
Okay, great.
But that was an amazingly low roll. and with the blast of water that comes over as Norman is trying to encourage Mopey out of the bucket so he can have it for himself, the bucket is splashed overboard, taking Mopey with it.
Mopey!
No.
No.
What a way to go.
How's Dopey reacting?
Wait, was Mopey the one that we fucking just spent 300 gold pieces on? The most expensive goddamn crewman on the ship? That was 300 gold pieces. Someone's
Hey, you know
diving
what?
back in there and getting him. I refuse. It's a bad investment.
We'll
Good
have to wait
riddance.
till next week, Brooke.
Andrew,
Yes.
I fear, I'm going to end up paying for this. But I never did my saving throw.
Yeah, you may end up paying for this. Let's have that now. I think that's a great way to end
Well,
it.
in fairness,
Yeah.
in the fairness of the game and karma,
Absolutely.
I thought you did because.
no, I've done my 3 throws that were my choosing. I didn't have any that were.
And what did you choose?
I chose strength, I chose wisdom, and I chose intelligence.
We were only supposed to do.
Yeah,
3.
but each of you gets a saving throw as well.
Okay. Okay. What are you gonna choose?
I
Choose
am,
the one
of
that I
course,
picked.
going to choose. I'm gonna choose
I just read it.
Constitution.
What?
So easy to choose charisma, but why would you choose charisma? That's so strange.
Because I thought maybe you thought that I was being tricksy and I didn't do it.
And we've been writing it out as Christmas.
We've been writing it Christmas this whole time, so I enhanced his Christmas. All for nothing.
the
The guy's not.
And
Storm
his
has-
document is such a mess.
the storm has chilled you to the bone, Turgar.
Hold on, okay. But I haven't done my throw yet.
You're about to do your saving throw, your
And
your
just so you
Constitution saving
know,
throw.
I'm also going to use my charm bracelet,
Oh, very good.
which gives me +1 on this.
So smart. This is probably the first time since you got those bracelets that you've
I think
remembered
this is the
actually
first
using.
time any of us have ever used these.
Excellent.
And here we go. So that would be a 12.
Okay. The storm has chilled you to the bone, and you are barely hanging on to this mast, the rope and the mast. And you feel like almost giving up as another wave, one of the 100 waves that has smashed into this boat and you continues to buffet into you. And you find yourself flying across the decks, smashed by this wave. And as you hit the side, you feel yourself going over. You feel the water coming up to meet you. But a hand reaches out and grabs your wrist at the last minute. And you feel yourself being pulled back up. And you look at this hand, this black ebon hand. And as you gain your balance, there's nobody there.
Sorry, what was the hand? What did the hand look like?
Oh, it was fucking Grazit.
Oh.
He wants us to come.
Yeah. This is a security system
It's
we're going through.
the charm.
Ah.
See what I did there, huh?
Oh, Dan, you're in trouble.
Oh, fuck.
That's my boss.
But that is not, in fact, the cliffhanger for tonight, because
What?
as the ship limps through the storm, you find yourself in a bit of a lull. You can see through the mist. You can see the island beyond. It looks like you have made it through. The ship is beat to death. But with that, there is a smash. The waves and wind unnaturally smash the sides of the ship, and you hear a howling noise as 4 forms appear on the corners of the ship. 4 large, monstrously elemental forms of different types. And we will actually get
I
into
really
some-
feel like Lady Tolliver should have flippin' warned us about this. We were like, is there anything we need to know? And she's like, oh no, just use these scrolls and it'll all be fine. Could have frickin' mentioned this.
So, you have been, it seems that from out of nowhere, you are surrounded by 2 air elementals and 2 water elementals. We will pick this up next time.
Oh, was fire too scared to come?
Yeah, fire and earth had no place out in this storm.
Wow.
Wow.
What a night.
What a night.
Amazing.
fun.
All right, I'm going to stop it here. We'll see y'all next week. Yay!
This episode was dedicated to Mopey.
Rest in peace, Mopey. You are the worst.